What's up guys, my name is Corey from Talent Inc. The Studio, and as a follow-up to yesterday's video, I thought it'd be a good idea to show you how to edit those auditions. So, grab your computers and follow me. Alright guys, so in order for you to edit, obviously you're going to need some sort of movie editing app. As you can tell, I'm using MacBook right now, so today I'll be using iMovie, but there's plenty of other options for you to use. I'll kind of put some stuff in description and everything, but some stuff off the top of my head. DaVinci's awesome, it's completely free, and I use that almost on a daily basis. Microsoft also has their own version of it, so do some simple researching and you'll be able to get a good free movie editing app for you to use. Next up, you'll need to know what your SD card's named. You can also find that down in the Finder. Just click on it so that way you know exactly where all of your clips are. You might have saved them to another place. Just make sure you know exactly where the clips are to make the process really easy for you. As you can tell, here's 4 clips. Today I'll just be using the first 2. So go ahead and click on your app, open it. It might take a second, that's okay. Now don't be scared by this screen, okay? This screen is very, very simple once you kind of break it down and everything. So right here's the timeline. Okay, that's going to be where you drag your clips into and to edit everything. Up here is where you can preview what's happening, and then that's just some transitions and everything. Apps might look a little different, but for the most part they're going to be right along the same lines. So what you're going to do is go back to wherever you saved those files to, your raw footage if you will. Okay, so go back to that. Like I said earlier, we're going to be using the first 2 clips, the intro and outro of this video, as examples. And you're literally just going to take it and drag it into your timeline. Just like that. Boom. And as you can kind of tell, that's the whole clip right there. You can exit out. As you can tell, that's the whole clip right there. And whatever is currently on is going to be up there on your preview screen. So, what you want to do is trim it. And how you trim it is you're just going to grab the edge of it, and then you'll pull it to where you want it to go. So that's the part of the clip I want to use. I'm just going to drag it to right about there. Yeah, I think that'll be a good outro for me. And then after that, you're going to do it to the other side. So just grab that, again, kind of trim, keep going. Yeah. What I always recommend is watching the clips over first. Make sure it's starting exactly where you want it to start at and ending exactly where you want it to end at. So next up, you can look at how to split a clip. Just go to where that white line is, and you can do it that way. That's another way you can just kind of shorten that up. So again, make sure you're starting the clip exactly where you want it to start and ending it exactly where you want to end it. Sometimes having that few seconds at the end of holding that emotion is really, really powerful. So just check it, and just whatever you feel really good about, maybe that should probably where you should leave the cut. So yeah, so that's how you do one of them. Now, if you want to do add on to it. So sometimes whenever an audition comes place, they want all the takes in one file, the slate in one file, all that kind of stuff. You just follow the exact same process. So you're going to take that clip, you're going to drag it down. And as you can see, both clips are now on the timeline. Just trim up that clip the same way that we talked about earlier. And yep, you'll be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and cut to where the clip is trimmed now. And cut. Okay, so let's say this is how we want it to go. It goes straight into it. If you watch it back, you'll notice it goes straight into it, which is perfect. If you want to add a transition, you can from up there. But anyways, let's talk about how you export it. So on Mac, you're going to use the share button that I just showed you, but usually on PC, you're going to go up to File, and there'll be something like Export Media or Quick Export, something like that. You're looking for something that says Export on it whenever you're on PC. But again, since I'm using Mac, I'm just going to use the share button right here. All the steps after that, though, are largely the same. So you'll go down to File. Up PC, you just kind of follow the instructions and everything. This screen, don't worry about too much, okay? This is a bunch of technical stuff. You really don't have to worry about it. Just make sure that quality is set to high, but the 1080, that sort of stuff, don't worry about that. We're not going to name the movie yet. You're actually going to do that on the next screen. So once you press next, wait 1 second. There we go. So once you press next, this screen or a screen like this will pop up. You're going to name the movie exactly what the casting director's instructions are. Obviously, you want to look at what the casting director's instructions are and just name it accordingly. Some casting directors are very specific, others aren't. So for today, we're just going to do a very general, just kind of easy thing. And then I'll press save. In just a second, I'll press save. Again, just make sure that you're labeling it correctly. Following instructions is very, very important. Also, make sure you know where you're saving it to. I always just save stuff to my desktop so I know exactly where it's at. But once you press save, it'll start exporting and it'll just take a few seconds from there. So, hopefully that answered some questions for you guys. Alright, hopefully this video helped you out just like yesterday's video did. Make sure you stay in tune to our social media because we're going to keep making videos just like this. And remember, stay healthy out there and we can't wait to see you again.